Focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, commonly abbreviated as FSGS, is depicted in this picmonic by the magnifying glass, focused on the contents of the urinal, held by a glowing mare riding a Segway, with a skull and roses for sclerosis. Focused Segway glow mare, with a skull and roses. Focal segmental glomerulosclerosis. FSGS is a cause of adult nephrotic syndrome, the nerd frog, and is actually the most common adult cause, indicated by the number 1 foam finger on the nerd frog. This disease can occur as a primary disease, but also occurs in association with other conditions, including HIV infections, shown by the HIV/AIDS Band-Aid. It's also associated with heroin addiction, portrayed by the individual with heroin. On light microscopy, the affected glomeruli demonstrate segmental sclerosis and hyalinosis, portrayed by the Segway decorated with a skull and roses for sclerosis, with a highlighter in its mouth for hyalinosis. Electron microscopy demonstrates focal damage of visceral epithelial cells, represented by the electrons over the visor with a picture of an epithelial cell, while immunofluorescence, abbreviated IF, is usually minimal, portrayed by the fluorescent glow sticks labeled I and F. Clinically, FSGS has a high incidence of microscopic hematuria, shown by the microscope in a red urinal, for microscopic hematuria with non-selective proteinuria, shown by the protein in the urinal. This disease has a relatively poor prognosis, shown by the gravestone, with many individuals progressing to chronic kidney disease.
Funny business has been going on after hours at this gravesite, and this glowing mare detective is determined to crack the case. As he patrols the grounds on his Skull Roses Segway, fully equipped with a highlighter for detective notes, he stumbles across a microscope in a bloody urinal. While he focuses in on the urinal, taking notice of the protein spilling out, he completely misses the bandaged man wearing an epithelial cell visor doing heroin on the other side. Currently, the fellow's not quite all there, staring into the bright lights from the minimal IF sign. For if our detective followed his gaze, he would find the nerd frog dealer standing completely still, without moving a foam finger, with high hopes that our detective does not notice.